taxfreegov.com.
Fuck a middleman.
Anyway, welcome to another episode of The Plug. You tuned in with your host with the Mad Great Smokes, Tommy Money. Got the panel in here today. We're going to be talking about some issues, sports, what's going on out here in the community, and whatever else going on. We appreciate everybody for downloading the podcast, live streaming it, however you getting it done. We appreciate it. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yeah, the homeboy Victor Newman, tax-free mafia representative. Till, you know what I'm saying? It's been a minute. Chilling with my homeboy, Tommy Money. Here to talk about some issues. Very relevant, just like he said. Put my cosign stamp on things, you dig?
St. Louis Red at St. Louis Red on Twitter.
And that's all y'all really need to know. So, I mean, let's start off on a lighter note because, you know, it's a real world out here. You know, sometimes people just want a quick escape, even though they're escaping anyway. Every day, every moment. I mean, hey, what you think about the Heat and the Indiana Pacers, man? That's the real conversation.
I think the conspiracy will not allow the Heat not to win the championship. You know what I'm saying? They just can't fuck too much. You know, like my homie St. Louis Red be saying, you know, the red carpet's laid out for them, and they should get it done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Politics is usually wild. You know, the Pacers are a good squad. They're probably a better squad. I'm trying to make money off the Spurs. I bet last year.
Well, if you're trying to make money off the Spurs, you need to be betting for like the Golden State Warriors or some shit. Cause that'll be conspiracy. Other than that, I mean,
go that way.
What you got? What you think it is?
Man, I think that, you know what I'm saying, the Heat should be able to do it. It's all about playoffs.
Are we talking about a game or a matchup? I mean, the fact of the matter is, this was supposed to be the year. I gave LeBron a ton of props for San Antonio because ever since San Antonio swept him when he was back in Cleveland, his confidence was shot for a long time. Part of the reason why he went to Miami. When he went to Miami, he teamed up. He thought it was going to be a cakewalk and lost again. That's when he became a lot more humble, in my opinion. He's never been an extremely arrogant individual, but when you take a hype machine and you put it behind someone, you have to be humble to remind yourself that, you know, this isn't necessarily the case. Scottie Pippen and Larry Bird are some of the greatest players of all time, and I'm in my 5th season, and I ain't beat no damn body. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, you kind of have to remember that, you know, that's what people do. Like, people want to be associated with a winner, so they're going to jump on the bandwagon, they're going to put you on this huge pedestal.
Fuck a middleman.
That being said, when he beat San Antonio in his most recent finals, when they let him shoot threes and shoot the whole series because they knew he couldn't shoot, and he started to hit shots, now he's shooting over 40% from 3 this year. Like, the shots is there, like, the confidence is there. So I thought this was going to be a year with the Brooklyn hype machine. I never believed in them, but with the Brooklyn machine, with the Knicks and winning 54 games,
they got us both.
With the Pacers,
we thought it was going to be
tough.
We thought the East was going to be gritty.
Yeah, I do better. But still won't allow it.
No, I thought the East was going to be more competitive. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it looked like
I still thought the Heat was the clear-cut favorite.
Yeah.
But
to come out of the East, yes, have a best record in the East now.
no, I didn't
It's
say
like
that.
Indiana's winning now. It's like Indiana's Chicago has better record.
True.
And that 3rd seed, if Miami would have had the 3rd seed and had to play against Brooklyn or New York, they would have had to play. If everybody was solid, they were supposed to be. They would have to play somebody in the 1st and 2nd round.
Now you think this a low blow? Paul George say it's harder to guard Durant than it is to guard LeBron.
I don't think it's a low blow at all. I mean, LeBron has developed a tremendous. He's done a lot more as of recent. And granted, he's a great passer, great rebounder. Durant averages more rebounds. Durant scores more. If you're talking about stopping someone from scoring, I think Durant can score from all over the court. Left hand, right hand. He can do a lot of different things. With LeBron, it's like push him this direction. Like pretty much what Jordan said and what Kobe did. What Kobe did before Jordan said it. Now, granted, this is an all-star game, so this is a short litmus test. But essentially, people kind of know if you have the strength and the confidence, you play LeBron a certain way, it's going to frustrate him to an extent.
Yeah, because he's not used to being played that way.
I think Durant.
Paul George know how to play him.
I think Durant, Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant,
certain people too.
Certain people is difficult to guard, period.
I like him. I mean, shit, I like hot days. That don't mean nothing, though.
I like big
They say, but what does that mean? Are they championship?
No, I respect. I grew to be a straight Kobe Bryant fan on the strength of Kobe Bryant haters. I was never a Kobe Bryant hater. I didn't love him all, I'm like, yeah, he's dope. You know what I'm saying? But now there's so many people who hate him, and so many LeBron fans that don't have any substance behind what they're saying. It's because they're on the bandwagon, and it's like, I like the Pacers, so I don't want to seem like a Pacers hater. I prefer for another team to win the championship, but I feel like the conspiracy won't allow it.
Yeah, I wasn't a Bulls fan because it was boring to me to have a team win a championship every year. You know, just like with this MVP nonsense. It's not even a popularity contest. Popularity contest is one thing.
No, they need to have the MVP and the MPP. That's how I feel. They need to have a popularity contest. Because it is a popularity contest right now. Other than that, it's like a discredit to the game. Because how can LeBron have all those clear-cut MVP seasons and he's playing with before he was on the Heat? Mm-hmm. His left-hand man was the MVP candidate every season. Like, he was in their conversation every year, too. Dwayne Wade. It was like, he's MVP candidate. Then you add Ray Allen, Bosh. It'd just be like...
It's one of those things where, like, if you take the All-Stars, like if you take how many times they've been in the All-Star games, probably got like 30-something plus All-Star games combined. Probably 40, you know what I'm saying? Rashard, Ray Allen.
So is Bosh not going to be good without LeBron?
Oh, LeBron would be, production-wise, he'd be a lot better without LeBron.
He might not be seeing so many one-on-ones, but neither would LeBron without Dwayne Wade and Bosh. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why their field goal percentages rose. You know, so people want to say LeBron, now this 60% is unprecedented, but that's only because I was one of the main people. You know, years past, I'm like, why does he keep shooting all these jump shots? Go to the basket. They can't stop you. His field goal percentage is higher because he's more cautious and more attentive to what shots he's taking. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now, I'm going to switch subject right quick. We're going to go from sports, I know, because, we go there. We just took it there. But what you think about, what do we need to do to establish something in the urban community? What do you think would be a good idea? Like, what has not been done? What is lacking? Well, let's just throw ideas. It don't got to be the perfect fix because we don't know what the perfect fix is. But at least let's throw some. Let's do the brainstorm and throw some out. I just don't know. It's like it's quick to say what we don't have, but what do we need?
Man, we need a lot. Very good question. A lot of thinking on my part. I mean, control of the black dollar, respect for the next man, a family structure.
Absolutely.
An awareness. I mean, when I was a kid, they used to always say they raise AIDS awareness. We're not aware of a lot of arrested development and a lot of what
family diseases such as high blood pressure, hypertension. Yeah. I mean, a lot of stuff. People not aware of just the simple things.
And then you're not aware of what generally has been causing those things over the past couple of decades either. You know what I mean? The food, the conditions, some of the medications, and various different things that are essentially
that cause other things.
Yeah, if you could be really aware of the strategy of the enemy, you can fight back.
Okay, so what would be the most proper channel to provide those resources or that information? You know what I'm saying? Or like, should it be done? People, it's so easy to be like, well, it should be done in the home. Well, at some extent, we gotta know that it's a lot of broken homes. So who repairs what group of people should be repairing these broken homes or broken communities?
Rap music out the way and replace it with some awareness. That's probably what's killing us. I mean, that's what got a lot of our youth attention.
Yeah, but we don't control the music and the radio stations.
I know.
The radio stations don't control the music. You know what I mean? So it's like,
but we do. But we control what we can, man. Because back in the day when you just had the radio, when it was funny, it was probably more freedom and less restrictions. They had more of a chance to brainwash you. But now we got options, and you got the choice to listen to CDs and MP3s, iPods. But we choose to go the same route. Now it's like we choosing. It's not like it's forced on us.
If you get in my car, I primarily listen to talk radio, talk shows, NPR. I listen to. I don't listen to music in my car as much. When I listen to music in my car, I'm playing it off an iPod. When I'm listening to music at work, I'm playing it off of Spotify, somewhere where I can control the music
listening
that's actually being played. Yeah. And then what's awesome is that you'll put in a certain content or a certain artist, a certain, sound, and then they try to compare and contrast, and the radio station develops based upon similar artists and similar sounds, so you can kind of weed out a lot of the nonsense and be introduced to music or concepts that you may not be familiar with.
That are in that same realm that scratch your back on what you're looking for, scratch your itch.
Yeah, word is, man. I just read some that knowledge ain't power, but the application of knowledge is power. So
absolutely
raising that
word. Well, I wouldn't depend on music to provide that, but I would say the entertainment needs to be more broader. Like, I don't like to use color, so I'm just gonna say because for more pop stations or your country music or alternative rock, they have so many different type. When it comes to genre, to choose from. So you might have some party music to listen to, or you might have some conscious music to listen to, or some story music to tell, hard day music. I had a working day music, but when you listen at 5 o'clock in the morning, you're getting ready for your shift, and there's strip club music on. You're like, what is going on? This is your only option. Or the next option is another station where they talking about just having sex, basically, because that's all R&B is. Well, breakup and makeups.
Rap minus
predominant poison. A lot of it.
Yeah, rap minus lies is hip hop.
But it ain't hip hop. I mean, I don't want to just narrow it to hip hop, because even R&B is nothing, because they're not. How many R&B songs got substance? I mean, the last one I could really think about, and I don't want to sound old, is like, I Believe I Can Fly, some shit like that. I mean, I'm talking about R&B songs with substance.
I don't hear R&B though.
Exactly. You want to know why? Because it's sex songs.
It's
when we get right, we go fuck some more songs like that type. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's rap. It's still in that same category, in my opinion.
That was in hip hop.
There's a lot of bridge. There's a lot of bridge between rap and what used to be R&B.
Because R&B got to fit in. Because you got to remember, back in the day, singing would be from the heart, and they would be singing to you a story, so to speak, or some type of passion. I feel that like that.
Going through it in some
Sam Cooke, that long time coming, is so deep because of the voice and the vocals. Content. You know what I'm saying? At the kind, you like, he was like, man, it just seemed like passion right here. But you can't, you can't expect to get that from somebody who's singing about getting your girlfriend drunk, or getting a woman drunk, or getting your little sister drunk, or getting your big cousins drunk. Somebody. It don't hold a substance to me. Maybe when I was a little young whippersnapper, not thinking that shit was cool. But now that I'm older, I analyze things. I just be like, we need more options. We don't have a black, and I don't like putting colors up, but we don't have a black radio station where it's primarily talk about what's going, like a talk black radio, to where it's primarily what's going on in our area, not gospel, but just general people, no religion being involved, just values and principles. You could just be talking about, crime, prevention, other things. It's nothing. And then they have theirs. NPR to me is considered not directed at black audience. You know what I'm saying? But it's just certain things that are.
Yeah, it's national public radio. You know what I'm saying? And it definitely reaches a lot of different subject matters and covers a lot of bases. But that being said, it's not particularly for us. Kind of like the president is not particularly for us. Even if he wanted to be, he's not in that position right now.
Yeah, we need a lot, man. Maybe we need some rebellion. We got to be some radical, some going against the grain, some sacrifice.
Well, and that's the only thing I've been trying to say. And people think when you start talking sacrifice, that means just doing dumb shit and just being rebellious, or I'm just ready to die for anything. No, you gonna die. You know what I'm saying? But it just makes you gonna die anyway. But don't just be out here doing dumb shit to die. But that's what some people are doing. But you don't want to be a radical doing dumb shit to die, like one of these little young 15-year-olds on the corner stealing cars and shit.
Like people like Vic and who was that? Feeney. You know what I'm saying? If you can't find nothing worth living for, you best find something worth dying for. In my opinion, it kind of covers the same basis because if I have something to live for, if I have something to base my life around, you know what I'm saying, then I have purpose.
Sure.
And if I have something to die for, you know what I'm saying, I still have that same purpose.
Same reason, basis for living.
So the fact of the matter is, I'm still out here being a productive individual because I have that purpose.
Mm-hmm.
When you don't have the purpose, it's so much easier to get caught up in your day to day and not value the life of yourself or the life of others. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's pretty intriguing to me. So I don't know. It's an open end conversation. There's no right or wrong answer. The only wrong answer would be to not actually consider any type of solution or think there is a solution.
That's what I was going to say. The wrong answer is to continuously debate and not take action.
Yeah.
We had a lot of action plans, a lot of action steps, like agree or disagree. And I don't know, you're delusional if you disagree with some, but when you talk about the Panthers, or when you talk about the nation, or you talk about a various group of individuals, there were outside hands and forces that infiltrated. And so you take that negative, and you spin it into something else. But a lot of these concepts were started for a positive purpose, but a lot of them had action plans. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them had developing and training. A lot of them had pointed directions. Mm-hmm. Now we just do a lot of talking and writing books and judging and saying what's wrong, but we don't have as many action plans.
Yeah, we need to. First thing should be as an action plan. Things that we can do is learn our history. It don't have to be slave history. Just learn any history. Just pick a year and just learn something. You know what I'm saying? Because there's too many people that know more. You should know more about the mob than you know about the Panthers. You should know more about Archie Bunker, fam. You know, I mean, not these people. You know, not people like that, but you just should know more about irrelevant people to your neighborhoods and your culture than people that are relevant to you. You know what I'm saying? And there's too many of that, and that's just because our society. We're in a society that's predominantly influenced on shit that's not important to us, but it becomes important to it because that's the only thing that's coming through our airwaves, radios, TVs.
And sometimes, man, people who have a little bit more knowledge and more than others, you got more knowledge than your people, sometimes you got more responsibility, man.
Yeah.
For real. And sometimes you have to check yourself and humble yourself, too. Because if you got any type of conscience, your conscience, something will tell you that, hey, maybe I shouldn't be, I'm wrong.
Like this might sound corny, but on Spider-Man, that's what he said, man. With great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
And knowledge is power. So if you got knowledge, you should know, hey, just like the slave who knew how to read. He took it on him to try to teach other slaves, knowing that he was putting his life on the line. You know what I'm saying? You could have just sat back and be like, hey, that's them dumb niggas. They're going to have to learn how to read on their own. No. I'm going to teach them.
It transcends. It's beyond Spider-Man, but I'm definitely with you.
And sometimes you can't in every case, but just think about it.
Well, I was just saying with
great power.
Yeah, comes great responsibility. Or just any of that, essentially. But the fact of the matter is, like, do you know how much easier it is to live on a day-to-day basis or go through the motions when A, you have no purpose, when A, you have no knowledge, you know what I'm saying? When A, you don't associate the meanings of certain things that are going on around you with what's actually causing them. It's a lot easier to deal with the nonsense, you know. So, but once you start to learn that certain things are a certain way because of laws or various,
it ain't no coincidence. It just ain't no coincidence. This shit is a plan in act, in work, in motion, and it's working. It ain't no coincidence.
Look at how, not to be ignorant, but look at how, at least in my day and age, I don't know about today, but look at how intelligent, you know, some of the neighborhood drug addicts or winos, you know, like it's like once you get a certain amount of information, a certain amount of knowledge, it's a lot of pressure for some people, and everybody can't handle it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they can't.
It's like when the father is at the, I'm not talking about now, but in general, like in concept, when the father's at the home and trying to make all these different things happen, whatever the case may be, and he can't get the jobs, and he's steady losing it, and that pressure is just sitting there in his face. It becomes too much for some people.
And you're a failure because you looked at it as a failure because in society we judge off of valuables, not values.
But it's the same thing though. So like when I say that knowledge and everything isn't there, so it's easy to live. When his family and that family structure, those children, and everything isn't there, it's easy for him to live. He leaves because it's easier for him to deal with that on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When in all reality, in my mind, in my humble opinion, sticking it out, that's the winner. You know
That's
what I'm
the
saying?
winner.
Enduring, that's the winner. The failure is when you leave.
But it's hard to stick it out when you have. Well, I don't want to make examples for people like that or make excuses, but
no.
I can see how it can be hard to stick it out when you don't got no support system.
No. Nobody's judging anybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to judge anybody.
It's two sides to a coin.
It's always,
Absolutely.
that's why I'm saying there's always two sides, because that's why I was saying everybody ain't no deadbeat. There are deadbeats out here.
There are.
But you got some people that just are in a situation where they be like, dude, this is horrible.
But that's why I said everyone can't handle the pressure. And when I say that, it's not like a tattoo of honor or something. I can handle the pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it can look at the same way going to jail to me. You mean like that's just like walking out on your family to an extent, because ain't like you coming back. Depending on how much time you get, you're gonna be gone for a minute, and then when you come back, you done miss time. There's only so much
make irrational decisions and wind up in prison
to feed their family or thinking they helping their family, because just somebody might be walking away thinking they helping their family. Oh, they can do this, they can do this. I don't know.
It's a difficult subject to navigate, because the fact of the matter is, it's kind of hard to say a person should do this or should not do this or whatever the case may be, when our country was built on a lot of that same thievery and lies and murder. You know what I'm saying? It's like what is the saying? Show the saying. It's a saying that goes something along the lines of, "Show me a man who's never done wrong, and I'll show you a man who ain't got shit." Correct. So essentially, like when you look back at a lot of these different situations, and some of the people that you know in both business and personal, and the position that they're in, I'm not saying they all have taken shortcuts. What I'm saying is that quite often, some of the people that are in primary positions didn't get there in positive ways.
No. Cheat their way to the top. Family members know somebody. So, that's how it goes.
Huge tombstones, but nobody at your funeral. You know what I mean?
Crazy. Yeah, it's all about
you
money.
You had no effect and no love with the people, but you did.
You had that money, though.
Absolutely.
Just like people just automatically feel like somebody got something because of valuable. That's what I'm saying. We're in a society that praises valuables, not values. That nobody ever was like, really just sit around and just really care about somebody's values. You pull up in a ratty car with values, don't nobody care. But you could pull up and be a shitty ass person in a Lambo, and everybody like, oh, y'all see that Lambo? Y'all see that nice car? Man, I know old boy worried, want to know what he got going on in his life. He ain't got 3 kids he ain't taking care of. You know what I'm saying? Passing STDs around like cigarettes. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, crazy. So anyway, man, we're gonna wrap it up. We kind of went too much. So
But it's good substance though.
Yeah, that's why I kind of try to get a panel in here, because I like to feed off of people's energy, and plus, it's we are a different type of a black male that's been broadcasted in the media and in the open. So I do want to kind of collab with my crew, my guys, let them know what we on, what our minds at, and kind of what we focused on, because everybody just ain't focused on trying to shit on the next man or get something so they can hurt somebody's feelings. People like nice things. That's just being human. You know what I'm saying? Squirrels like acorns. Humans like nice things. So it's just being human. But in the process, that don't mean you got to be a shitty person, look down on other people who don't have, not help people, cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? And there's too much of that going on, and it rubs off. You know what I'm saying? Just like positive behavior rubs off, negative behavior rubs off. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it is. All right. STRL, you got something to say about it?
No, sir, my brother. You got to get your own.
Okay. Yeah, ain't that the motto? You got to get your own, because I got mine. That's what my teacher told me in the 5th grade. I got mine. You better get yours. I'm like, did a teacher do you like this?
As the great Gino would say, when quoting one of his illustrious instructors.
Okay, illustrious.
Cheeseburger, fry.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, I was present too when I was saying.
Oh, crazy.
That's what you're gonna be. That's what you're gonna do with your life.
Listen to us. Rock with us.
Yeah, man. Signing out.
Y'all.
Tommy Money, host with the Mad Gray Smokes. You know what it is.